killing times took place during the latter part of the reign of Charles I, the reign of Charles II and James II. This is the time when there was violent conflict and many atrocities carried out between the Covenanters, who believed that the king could not be head of the church, and the king's troops. Many examples were somewhat exaggerated, and some of the atrocities were actually quite common practice at the time. One example is James Gavin, who was a leading Covenanter in the town of Douglas in South Lanarkshire. Whenever the troops came searching for him, he would hide in a cave, and on one occasion he took with him his dog. Unfortunately, Bloody Clavers, or Bonnie Dundee, John Graham of Claverhouse, was passing by with his troops. They heard the dog, and he was found. And as a first punishment, his own shears were used, because he was a tailor, to cut off his ears. He was then deported to Barbados, though he eventually returned. Upon his return, he carved his initials and the items of his trade and placed them above his door. These have now been placed in a separate monument. Black birds, such as jackdaws, were once associated with the devil. They were particularly closely linked to Cruel Lag, another one of the king's supporters, who on one occasion came across a tailor who in search was carrying a piece of lead which was actually used for marking out cloth. He was accused of bringing lead for the Covenanters to make bullets. He was promptly executed on the spot. An unusual example of the long-lasting bitterness was that of John Kirkpatrick, who, after a person he had informed upon, John Matheson, a noted Covenanter, had returned from America and had lived a peaceful life and died in his bed, sneaked down to the graveyard and smashed his stone. He was forced to provide a new stone, and the act is engraved upon it.